Welcome back to God of War. So we just fought Baldur for the very last time, and Freya is not happy whatsoever. It sounds like she might do something she might regret. I hope not. Alright, so Mason finale. We can go back to Tyr's temple, so we'll see if Brock and Sidri have anything to say about that. Actually, I'm pretty sure there was a new entry. I'm guessing it was for Baldur, or maybe Freya. I'll take a look in a second. Oh, you guys have nothing to say? Alright. Wow, alright, I'm just gonna quickly find it. I'm guessing... Valkyries. Hang on, maybe it was for Baldur? No. Damn it, I kind of missed... Oh, maybe Freya? I don't think this was here. The Witch of the Woods was the goddess Freya the whole time. We've read that. No wonder she's so good at magic. Father got really mad at her when he found out. He always tells you that gods are nothing but trouble, but Freya's always been nice to us. Maybe not all gods are bad. Yeah, I'm not sure if that was the right thing, but it's alright. Yeah. I'm really worried that Freya's gonna do something terrible. Like she's gonna go to Odin for help. I hope not. You guys wanna talk at all? No. Okay. That was my cat. I think my cat just sneezed. She's just sitting next to me.
Here we go! I can't believe we're gonna see the giants.
Alright, open a passage to Jotunheim.
Plan.
Mother's
Go ahead
ashes.
and lock in Jotunheim and we'll be on our way. Probably.
Okay. Let's find it. Right there. So I was gonna say something, but then I realized it wouldn't have made sense. I was gonna say that, I thought Freya can't fight. But then I realized, I guess she wasn't technically fighting before.
Get ready.
She was just kind of guarding and like holding us down. She wasn't actually attacking us, so.
Let's hope this doesn't cause you to explode or anything.
Oh, hadn't considered that. Maybe we should talk about this a bit more.
Nah, I'm sure you'll be fine. Ready?
That's unpleasant!
And he's blind.
Now, boy. We must be close.
Well, what are we waiting for? Think it's far?
We will see.
I guess you have to climb another peak, huh? Wow. How you doing, Mimir? He's still blinking, he must be
A
okay.
word, please, before we continue.
Oh.
Listen, the last thing you two need up there's a decomposing he'd ruin in the moment. Why don't I wait for you here? This is between you and the boy.
True. But if someone were to
My
fight...
lady sips soft, perfect sloshers. You done did it.
Sorry. We had to see this.
Oh, no. No, 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 no. Fine, damn it. Fine.
Watch the head till we return.
Thank you.
I can do this. No, I can't.
Maybe hold Mimir with some
Okay.
respect, please.
Ready. Come.
We're gold, boy. Alright, friends. Let's do this. Find Jotunheim's highest peak. Wow, thank you for holding the head. Maybe they'll make him a body. That'd be pretty awesome. I mean, they can make anything, right? Ooh, alright, so I actually can't run. This is as fast as it'll go. Oh man, we're gonna finish the game, friends. I'm so sad. Oh, wow. Boy, wait for me. I can't run as fast as you. I guess it needs to load. I'm hoping it's just loading. Oh. There we go. Okay.
Look! We're on the giant's fingers. I can see the highest peak ahead. Right over there. We did it.
We did.
What are you doing?
I have nothing more to hide.
Can we go now? We're so close.
Boy. Carry her.
Oh, you guys are making me tear up. Oh. Proud of you. Oh, try not to cry.
Boy.
It's nothing. I just thought I'd hear voices by now.
Okay. Wow. What a personal moment. It's funny that like he's got like the gauntlets back on and the chains back on, but symbolism. I thought we'd see giants.
What is this place?
They must have all come through here when they left Midgard. What was left of them.
Why
To me,
carve
they're all
these
gone.
faces?
What if this is all the giants that got out of Midgard alive? Not really many at all. Odin and Thor ruining everything for everybody.
Yeah. It's what they do best. The dream of Midgard. Midgard was a dream of what could be if we shared and collaborated. Jotnar, Aesir, Vanir, Elf, Dwarf, and mortals most of all. It was beautiful, but not everyone is capable of sharing. Some believe anything uncontrolled is savage and threatening. And so we were mocked and tricked and used and then slaughtered. Odin and his tribe were barred from our realm, but it was not enough. The wrath of Thor and his terrible hammer have thinned our number in Midgard to the brink of ruin. There is no option but to withdraw, while yet any live to do so. Odin and Thor would have killed all the giants if they could, and they got away with everything. Bunch of
Where are they
douches.
now?
The giants came back home so they could survive. But I'm not sure they did.
Yeah. I was hoping we would see some giants,
I
but
should feel them, but I don't. This place is dead. What happened to them? Why'd Mom send us here?
One question is answered and two more take its place.
yes.
Who's the guardian?
Maybe Mother Dearest did have a plan for us maybe she did have a plan for us after all. Okay. The Guardian returns. We foresee Midgard's fate. Overrun, a second hell. Neither Odin nor his dead may reach Jotunheim. The way must be shut. The serpent and the Guardian remained. They alone shall keep our hope. When doom befalls the indestructible, only then shall the Guardian return. Until then, we await a better world, one without fear, without greed, without war. We wait for the deliverance and justice. We wait for a champion. We will wait for word that gods grow good. Hope that world gets here soon. I wonder if that's talking about Atreus. It sounds like a prophecy of maybe Atreus or Kratos. Or both, maybe.
Wait! Father! Something's happening.
Wow. Is that her?
It's your axe. It's Mother. Look. She's arguing with a bunch of giants. She knew giants?
Or was she a giant?
That's us. The first time we met the world serpent. But how? And our fight with Baldur. But that just happened. Wait. They knew everything that was going to happen. The dragon in the mountain, the stone mason, all these drawings. This is our story.
No. This is your story.
But what does it all mean?
That I was not the only parent with secrets.
You didn't know. She was a giant. I'm a giant. Why didn't she tell us?
So that it would happen,
She
probably.
sent us here, knowing we would find this.
But why not just tell us the truth?
Your mother would have had good reasons. Baldur was never sent to find me. He was tracking her all along, not knowing she was only ashes.
If she had a plan for us, I trust it. Whatever it is. Besides, she hasn't been wrong yet. Come on. We're so close to the end now.
Yes. Yes, we are.
I'm not sure what that was I just saw. Wow. Scatter her ashes. What was that? It kind of looked like something bad. Yeah, because this is all missing. Oh, we'll just have to see, but that was incredible. So Mother was indeed a giant. Wow. I guess she didn't tell us because she wanted to make sure that everything happened as it was supposed to. Perhaps.
Look. It's Mother's. She was here. She saw every step we took before we took it. Like she was always with us. Watching over us. Leading us home.
I'm
Let's
worried.
finish
I'm kind of worried. I like the little flowers. They're very cute. Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, no. That's no good. I guess they died. Poor things. Even after escaping, they still died. That's very upsetting.
Father,
No. We do it together. Son. Goodbye, Faye.
I love you, Mom. The giants. They really are all gone. There's nothing for us here.
Come.
So, I get that Mother was a giant, which makes me part giant and part god.
And part mortal.
Right. I guess there's just one thing I don't understand. My name on the wall. The giants called me... Loki?
Loki. That's the name your mother wanted for you when you were born. She must have called you that to her people.
But why?
A question for another day. Let us go home.
Mother's ashes. Return to Tyr's temple, the journey home. Also, I'm worried again, because you just called our boy Loki. Isn't Loki like the god of mischief? Oh boy. I guess the only Loki we know is Tom Hiddleston.
Guess it all makes sense now. Why she want to end up here? Be with her kind? But did she know it was going to be like this here? Is this what she wanted us to see? Did she want us to tell the people? Or keep it a secret?
I do not know.
So what should we do?
I trust you to decide that.
Oh,
Alright, we've actually finished the game. The credits have started. Okay, my brother actually told me that when I finish the game, I should go back home. So I will do that. Oh my gosh, you've actually finished the game. Oh my god, I'm very sad. It was hard not to cry during that last bit. Oh my gosh. But now we've got so many more questions now. Like why Faye was calling him Loki to the other giants. It's like, clearly they have a plan. Some sort of plan for Atreus, right? I guess we're not gonna find out until probably the next game. Oh no, boy. I hope we get to keep you next game, boy, because you are awesome.
so why'd you want to name me Atreus? I know it can't be for a god.
No. He was a soldier. A Spartan.
A great warrior?
All Spartans are great warriors. We trained from birth. Our lives were discipline, duty, battle, and death. Life was grim, and we greeted it grimly. But Atreus of Sparta was unlike the rest of us. He wore a smile even in the worst of times. He was happy. He inspired us to hope that though we were machines of war, that there was humanity in us. Goodness. When the day came for him to lay down his life in battle, his sacrifice saved countless others and turned the tide in our favor. I carried him home on his shield and buried him with all the honors of Spartan custom. His memory was a comfort in dark times.
Wow, you actually told a good story. You missed it.
We can tell it again. That's a good name, though. I like the story behind that. Oh man, I have so much to say about this game, but I know I'm not going to have time to say it because I could talk for hours about this game and how awesome it is. Seriously. But I'm guessing there's still a little bit more to go, so we'll just keep on going. Oh. Amazing. Ooh. Yeah, let's see what the dwarves have to say, and Mimir. Hope they're in the next game too. I'm a fan of them. I personally
I
think.
understand if you want to go home, but maybe helping people was part of why Mom sent us out here too. I mean, what would Atreus of Sparta do?
And what would Loki do?
Huh. That's a weird name. I'm glad we went with yours.
Me too. I was gonna say Mimir is probably the best NPC ever. He's awesome. He's funny, he's got great stories, and he's got some really sad, like, heartfelt moments too. It's a mixed bag, and I like it. Oh, they just left you there. Those
I'm
dicks.
glad to see you. I believe I've reached my limit for dwarven charm.
What happened, Mimir?
They took an uncomfortable number of measurements and then proceeded to bicker about the weather.
Where do you want us to take you?
How about the warm confines of anywhere bloody else?
Poor thing. Alright, let's go home. Explore with Atreus. Continue exploring, complete dwarven favors, free dragons, travel to Muspelheim and Niflheim, buy new items in the shop to get powerful equipment that will allow you to defeat all legendary corrupted Valkyries. Excuse me. New Game Plus allows you to start a new game while maintaining your equipment. XP, hack silver, and purchase items. New Game Plus can be accessed anytime within the game's option menu. Dex. Okay, thanks. Alright. Well, that's good that lets you keep going with the game, even though you're all dunzos. Cool. Cool. Okay. Let's go back to Midgard. We'll talk to the dwarves, and we'll go back home.
Before we return to Midgard, I should warn you. More time has passed than you likely realize. The snowfall that began when you slew Balder, it's become something else. The stuff of omens.
Omens for the coming of winter.
Not just any winter, but a great winter to span 3 summers. And when it's done, Ragnarok begins.
Ragnarok. Snow.
Aye, snow. Lots more snow. And then the end of the bloody world. In that approximate order.
Another prophecy.
No, brother. Prophecy doesn't expect this for 100 more winters at least. You've changed something. Prophecy didn't count on you.
Uh-oh. Really? Ragnarok is gonna start in 3 years. Are you serious? So, how much time passed then? Should I be worried? I'm feeling worried again.
I'm telling you,
Okay.
it's Fimbulwinter. I can feel it in my scrot. This is the big one.
Stop saying that. Oh, you're making me very nervous. It was bound to snow sooner or later.
That ain't just snow, and you know it. It's the end times.
How dare you make me the voice of reason?
Guys?
Just discussing the weather. Bit of a cold snap lately.
What he means is, Fimbulwinter's upon us, boys. The winter to end all winters. I can feel it in my scrot.
Yeah.
We got that.
We heard.
So if you're heading home, try to keep moving, and also to not die.
Or if you're not heading home, Same advice.
Okay, that's worrying. Should I go look outside and see what the fuck you're talking about? Oh. I mean, yeah, it's certainly snowing. Okay, I'm guessing they just made everything harder. Oh wow, you guys definitely caught me by surprise with the whole Ragnarok thing. Also, World Serpent? Is he still around? Where's the World Serpent? Better not be dead. Or unless he's like preparing for Ragnarok or something. Okay, let's go home. Interesting. Doesn't even feel like I finished the game, but I definitely did finish the game. There's still lots and lots of stuff to do. Okay. Hopefully this is still working. Where's home? I'm wondering if we should visit Freya, but I'm guessing she probably won't let us. That one. Oh yeah, so it sounds like they've reintroduced the Valkyries, but they're harder. I probably won't do it. I think this is a good, like, finale as it is.
Brothers,
Yeah.
there's another thing I must let you know. From the time you were away in Jotunheim,
Well, tell us then.
it concerns Freya.
Oh.
She paid me a visit.
What did you tell her?
What little I know about where Odin may have kept her Valkyrie wings. Seems she's rather bent on reclaiming her warrior spirit. I'm afraid the cycle of vengeance may not be so easily broken.
Great. Oh, someone just knocked on the door. Hang on a second. I'll just be 2 seconds. I'm back. Sorry about that. There was a delivery. Freya's spirit. While we were in Jotunheim, Freya found Mimir to ask where Odin might have kept her warrior's spirit. That's a little scary. It's very frightening. Oh, great. She will probably have to fight her in the next game, I reckon. She pissed. And I thought she was a very good person, and she helped us out so much. But when it comes to her son, my god. Guess you just can't accept how much of a douche Baldur was.
We're finally home. Feels like a lifetime ago.
Bit drafty, maybe. It's a right improvement over having tree bark in your tadger.
I guess we
Time
gotta
to
fix
rest.
the roof.
I'm gonna sleep through winter.
I gotta sleep for 3 years. Oh, it's good to be back here, but yeah, we gotta... I know. Yeah, there's a hole in the roof, that's okay.
Okay, this'll do.
Yeah, what was the last time you guys
Sweet.
ate?
Way ahead of you.
Okay. Are you serious?
The ball!
Odin? Oh, that might be Thor. Haha, no wonder you guys wanted me to go home. Oh dear. That was probably Thor. Hey, okay, now it's a proper end. Amazing, what an awesome game. Time to put the controller down. Oh my gosh, yeah, that was totally worth going back home for. I guess you guys really slept for a few years, so I suppose the next game is gonna start with Ragnarok. That's pretty crazy. Oh man, I hope we get to fight Odin and Thor, and I guess we gotta fight Freya. I hope we can get Freya to come to her senses, I hope, because I still think she's a very good person, but oh man. Just her son, like the only good thing she had, or she thought she had in her life, was her son, but her son was an asshole. Just such a shame, but yeah. He broke his neck twice, huh? But oh my god, this game is awesome, amazing. I guess if I were to sum up the game in 2 sentences, the first thing I would say is that this game absolutely deserved to win Game of the Year back in 2018. I think it was 2018. And the second thing is that I wish I could forget everything about it and play it again for the first time, because it was just such an awesome and amazing and fun and an emotional experience. It's an amazing game. It's probably one of the best games I've ever played. I mean, I know I like throw that around a lot, but it's one of the best games I've ever played. It was amazing. There's so many awesome things about it, and I don't really know like where to start. Like, because I said before, like I could talk about this for hours, and I don't have hours, unfortunately. So, my God, I think what surprised me the most about this game is how beautiful it was. It was beautiful in so many different ways. Because if you think about the previous games, you think of like blood and gore and ripping off heads, and it was very brutal, right? And I guess they kept some of those aspects in this game, but the gore was definitely not there as much. Like, I think the only like really gory bits were when you're like fighting Baldur and when you're ripping ripping the wings off of the Valkyries. Like, those are a bit more brutal in a sense, but yeah, it didn't have like that savagery as it did in the previous games, which is not a bad thing. I don't mind that. But yeah, that caught me off guard, and how like beautiful and emotional this game was. And I was super pleased with the character development. I think the character development was unreal, especially between Kratos and Atreus, because they're two very different people. And at the start of the game, like, Kratos is obviously a very private and closed off person, and Atreus is very open. He talks a lot, he's super friendly, he's curious, and he wants to learn about everything, right? And as like time goes on and as they conquer new challenges, I felt like Kratos like slowly let his guard down and opened up a bit more to Atreus, and their bond just grew stronger and stronger and stronger. And I think it was done beautifully. It was done super well. Oh my goodness. And like the voice acting was awesome, and the acting itself was amazing too, and just the emotion was so beautiful. I love the moment, well, there's so many moments I love, but I love the moment when Kratos spoke to Atreus and told him that he was a god. And he was obviously quite, a bit scared, maybe scared's not the right word. Kratos was a bit scared of like telling him that he was a god, but once he finally did, and what did Atreus say? Atreus said, can I turn into an animal? And Kratos' eyes started like shifting like side to side, and he was so caught off guard by it. I'm like, oh my God, that's like really good like acting, I suppose. And that was really well done. Or another really interesting moment or emotional moment was when you first meet Mimir. I really like the moment when you first meet Mimir because, well, firstly, it was hilarious. How did that go? It's like I'm Mimir, I'm the smartest man alive. I'll answer any of your questions. And Kratos is like, why does the son of Odin hunt us? And Mimir says, okay, there are a few gaps in my knowledge, and that was hilarious. And as they kept talking and how he said, you need to like cut off my head. And Kratos says, but if we fail, you'll be dead. And Mimir says, what does Mimir say? He tortures me, every day, brother. And this isn't living. And I'm like, oh my God, that is done so well. And I'm like, you guys are just like pulling my heartstrings. It's so awesome. I don't think a game has made me feel so many different kinds of emotions. Like so much fun. Like there's such a lot of sad moments. There's lots of hilarious and like happy moments and bittersweet moments. It's amazing. It's really an emotional roller coaster, and I'm so pleased. And the fighting, obviously, the combat was so awesome. I guess it's a little bit different from the other games. I think it was a bit. What was the camera perspective from the other games? It was not quite top down, but it was definitely not the over-the-shoulder camera view. But yeah, the fighting was awesome. Hang on, I'm a little sniffly. Yeah, the fighting was really good. The only thing I wished was that the field of view just like zoomed out a bit more when you're engaged in fighting. That's okay. But the funny thing is, I noticed that when we fought Balder for the last time, the camera actually did zoom out, which helped a lot. I'm like, why didn't the camera do that for like all the other fights too? That would have been way helpful, but I don't know, maybe they'll touch up on that in the next game. I also felt that you have to use like R3, like when you like click down on the analog stick a lot. You have to use that move a lot. And I find that, one, it's a little awkward, and two, I find that my R3s don't always seem to register, so it would be good if I didn't have to use that, but, you know, that's okay. Oh, what else is there to talk about? Oh my god, the bosses, the enemies, incredible. The bosses were so good. Oh my god. This game has just kind of blown my mind, and yes, I'm going to play the next God of War. I would totally play the next God of War. I have to see what happens. I need to see what happens with Kratos and our boy. I'm so invested in this game now. I'm super stoked for the next game. I think it comes out next year, actually, on the PS5, so I guess I better go ahead and buy a PS5, huh? Oh, what else? I guess one other little thing I will talk about is that moment where Atreus was misbehaving, you could say, where he was being very disrespectful to us. I don't think there was anything wrong with that moment when he was being a pain in the ass, but I thought he made that transition a little too suddenly. I think it would have been better if it was a little bit more gradual, because Atreus is such a happy kid, and he always wants to do the right thing, you know? He always wants to be the hero. He wants to go out of his way to help people and be kind to everyone, right? So it was kind of weird that he suddenly made this 180 turn and became a little disrespectful brat towards us. So I understand like why it happened, like, you know, the idea of being a god kind of went to his head, but it just happened really quickly. So it would have been good if it was a little bit more of a gradual transition, that's all. Yeah. Oh, what else is there to talk about? Oh man, I'm trying to think who's my favorite boss. The dragon's pretty good. Or is that Horazlier, the mountain terror? I thought that was awesome, like aesthetically too. And oh my god, how many times did we fight Balder? I think it was at least 3 times. But the way they introduced Balder was awesome. It's like you're fighting a stranger. It's like, oh, we're like neck and neck, and it's like an even fight. This guy must be a god, but who is he? He's like, oh my god, it's the son of Odin. That's incredible. But yeah, the story was awesome. It's so awesome. I'm so pleased with this game, and I'm so happy that I got to play it. I hope you guys didn't mind that I did a lot of the extra stuff too. I know I didn't necessarily have to, and I know it definitely dragged out this series quite a bit, but I'm glad that I did that, and I fought all of the Valkyries, because the Valkyries were some of the best enemies in the game. Quite frankly, and even though Sigrun was so goddamn difficult, I've been thinking a lot about the Sigrun fight. I'm trying to think, like, was it just me being an idiot? Why it took so long for me to kill her? But after like watching back at the video, I'm like, oh yeah, there are some moments where I'm like, that's bullshit, that's bullshit. Just funny, because I think she's got some moves. I know there's one move that she does. She kind of like dashes to the side and then tries to like skewer you with her wings. I noticed that she could do that from any distance, which is so unfair. So she could be right next to you and then just go, like stab you, and you don't have any time to get out of the way. So I'm like, okay, maybe they should have made it so that at a certain distance she'll do the stabby move and give you like a split second to at least try to get out of the way of it. But yeah, she was still a very worthy challenge and easily the hardest boss in this whole game. Yeah, I don't know what else to say, friends. I guess what else? The other thing was that it took me quite a while to learn the controls for this game. Usually I'm like really quick to get the hang of the game, but this one was, I guess it was just a little bit different for me. But yeah, it took a little while to learn the controls. There's obviously a lot to learn, and there's so many like different buttons. Like R1 is attack, R2 is heavy attack. You then have block, dodge, control Atreus, control his summon, and then there's like even more on top of that. So it was kind of hard to get to get the hang of it. And on top of that, you're also like learning new abilities too, and like different like combos. So there was a bit of a learning curve to it, but now once you got the hang of it, it was an absolute delight. Oh yeah. Other than that, difficulty. I'm very happy with the difficulty. I know that a few of you were telling me that I should probably turn up the difficulty to hard, but I thought the difficulty was very fair as it was. There were a couple of moments where I'm like, oh yeah, this is easy, I should like turn up the difficulty. But there are also plenty of moments where I'm like, wow, I'm getting my ass kicked. So yeah, I thought the difficulty was very fair. I'm glad I stuck to normal. All right, I'm just trying to go through my mental list here of everything I wanted to talk about. I'm sure there is so many more things to say, but I think I've expressed my main points. But yeah, I'm absolutely stoked and happy I got to play this, and yeah, I'm sad to see it end. It's a very, very good game. I guess the only thing I would have liked is I wanted to learn a little bit more about Faye. But I guess we do know a bit more about Faye. Oh, she's a giant. Faye's
Atreus,
a giant.
are you ready?
Yeah, but I had the weirdest dream. Fimbulwinter was ending, and Thor came for us.
Oh, it was
Here
a
at the
dream, was
house.
it?
It was only a dream.
But it felt different. It felt real. It felt like the future.
Okay.
We'll worry about it tomorrow. Today, there are still things we can do.
Yeah, I'll do that in my own time. Awesome. Yeah, I guess I'm just making it out as a dream. So I guess our boy is going to be maybe a teenager during Ragnarok, huh? Because that's still 3 years away. But yeah, guys, I think that's it. We are all done with God of War here, and what an awesome game it is. I'm so happy that I chose to play this. And yeah, we'll have to stop it here for today, friends. So tell me what you think of God of War, if you liked it or you didn't like it. What were your favorite bits, or what maybe you think could have been worked on? But yeah, I'm so pleased with the response this game has gotten, and I'm delighted that I got to play this game and show it to you guys. So thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys back in Ragnarok, huh? So thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to the channel and liking the video. I really appreciate the support. I'm on a few different social media platforms. The links are in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.